Hey everyone, I hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I just sat down and did some makeup with you, so that's what we're going to do today. But my life, I'm going to give you a bit of an explanation because I probably owe one. It's been a bit crazy. I went on my holiday to Morocco, come back and then started back at Waitrose. I don't know if some of you might know that I worked at Waitrose, and it just got crazy. And then I went on holiday again. I went to Greece, come back, and Wimbledon tennis hit straight away. Now, I have never worked at Waitrose during Wimbledon tennis, so I started there in December last year. So obviously I completely missed the tennis because tennis is around this time last year, if not a week earlier. I think it's a week earlier. But yeah, mayhem. To say our store was busy is a complete understatement. There'd be times where like the queue would be hitting the door around the bakery. So a lot of my shifts I have been in the bakery, and that's probably been the craziest part. Everyone's worked really hard, but we've been working in the bakery because people want the sandwiches to bring to Wimbledon or like for the way there, and the sandwiches we make in the bakery are fresh obviously every day. We've just had to keep making and making. We've made like 200 each day, 150, like 100 up basically, and there's only 2 of us, so as you can imagine it's been crazy because we have to prep, like cut all the salads up, butter all the bread, cut all the bread. It's just been a bit manic, and I just haven't really had time to sit down and do some stuff. Now I don't really have time right now, but it's gonna calm down over the next couple of days. I don't normally work Sunday, but I'm working this Sunday. So today's actually Friday, and normally if I've had a really busy week I'll film on Sunday and then like upload and edit on the same day, so that takes up my Sunday. But honestly, I won't have time on Sunday. Last Sunday was a bit chaotic for me. I went out on Saturday night, and I was actually supposed to film that night with my friend Flo, but we didn't actually end up filming, and I was then going to film on Sunday morning, but my Saturday night didn't end the way I had planned. Just to all you young people, young females, young males, be careful on nights out. I wasn't spiked or anything like that. It was just some people, I'm not saying this is everyone, and I'm not even like throwing shade, but some people just, they don't mix well with drink. Some people react badly, some people react well, like it's different for everyone. But I got mistaken for someone else, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, last Sunday I didn't want to move from my bed, so I stayed in bed all day and then went back to work on Monday. And this week I've literally had Tuesday off, and to be honest, Tuesday I didn't do much at all either. I don't actually remember what I did on Tuesday. I'm really like mixed up with my days at the minute because I'm just working all the time. What did I do on Tuesday? I went to the gym, but that's about it. That was literally about it. But I'm just gonna like kind of chit chat, get ready. I'm really not going anywhere. I have to be up at 3:30 tomorrow for work. But I really wanted to do this TikTok trend I've seen over the last couple of weeks, I want to say, and it's the latte makeup, and I think it looks absolutely stunning on literally all skin tones. I've seen so many different skin toned people, like fair to deep, doing this makeup, and it looks incredible, and it's so up my street. So I really wanted to do it. Also, a hack I've learnt, I don't normally buy makeup wipes, but I bought them for when I was on holiday. But if I use a makeup wipe before I do my makeup, I find it lasts a bit longer because I'm removing all the oils, like excess oils. Obviously my skin is still oily and I do still powder, but it just removes any oils, especially on your eyelids. If you have oily eyelids like me and your like makeup always creases on your eyes, try this. I think I am gonna start with eyes. Also, please don't mind my nails. I literally had to bite all my nails off because, I mean, they were falling off, and you know when you have like 2 on one hand, it's just not a vibe. I'm using this primer from Morphe. It's an eyelid primer. I've never used it before, so I can't really give you a review, but it says it's translucent, but it looks kind of like oh no, it is going translucent. I'm just using my finger, just tap that on my eyelids. Just want a bit of base. I don't really want to put concealer on my eyes because I have got lashes on. Also, it's raining outside, so if you hear rain, I do apologise, but I'm hoping this will just kind of like even out my veiny eyelids and just provide a bit of a better base for my eye makeup to sit. If you haven't seen the trend on TikTok, it's basically like a very glowy, very bronzy eyes, nude pinkish lip, with very, very glowing skin. So yeah, we're gonna try and recreate that. I don't actually know who started this trend, so I can't link anyone because I honestly I don't know. This is a really nice consistency. It starts kind of thick and it kind of blends out, and it has gotten rid of some of my veins, to be honest. I don't have like crazy amounts of veins, but they're noticeable if I don't put anything on. But I don't want to put concealer again because of my, can you see that? I don't actually know, but again, because of my lash, I don't want to put concealer. I have a palette in mind I want to use, but this is only for shimmers. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury palette, and you can't really see because it's reflective, but it's only shimmers. But I think both this colour and this colour will be perfect for it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury palette in the Bella Sophia Luxury palette, and it's the shade, I can't even see. I have a really bad eyesight, by the way. I should probably get that checked again. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think it might be the lights, but yeah, I literally can't see. But yeah, start with my eyes and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna use my Beauty Bay neutral palette. This I got for my birthday, and it's just got every single bronzy nudie colour I could ever possibly need or want. Also, sorry if my ring light keeps flickering, it's got problems. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I kick the lead and it changes. Don't know if you can see that, but most of my brushes are in this little Made by Mitchell case. Also, if you haven't got the brushes and you need like eye brushes and face brushes, Mitchell has it's this exact case, and I can't remember how many brushes it was, but just incredible. The brushes are such like high quality, and they were in the sale. I paid 40, but I'm pretty sure they're 30 right now, which I'm kind of annoyed about, but what can you do? I'm starting off with this shade here, which is called Pancake. Just a kind of light browny pinky colour as like a wash across the eyelid, and then we'll deepen it up. I'm not too worried about shape or blending right now, I just am smacking it on. This might be a bit too pink, but we'll deepen it up anyway. I just want a nice base to blend on. I find that if I don't have a base, my eyeshadow just goes a bit crazy. And as much as this is smoky, I don't want it to be like bitty and whatnot. I really think after this, I'm really not going to want to take off this makeup. But obviously I have to because I'm going to be asleep in like 4 hours. Maybe I'll just keep it on for 4 hours. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. What has everyone been up to? Any plans for summer? I know I've said this 100 times, but I am going to Magaluf again in September, same time as last year, literally a day difference. I literally can't wait. It's my favourite holiday I've probably ever been on. Obviously I've only been on one girls' holiday, but I literally can't wait. Me, two of my best friend's girlfriend, who I'm also friends with, my boyfriend, and that's it at the minute. Oh no, there's a few others coming. A few others had just booked on, but I literally cannot wait. It's like the best holiday. I'd really highly recommend Magaluf if you're looking for a girls' holiday or a boys' holiday, or just a friends like getaway. It's incredible. There's just so much to do. Like sometimes you get on holiday and there's just not much to do. Like in Greece, there really wasn't much to do at all. Felt a bit stranded, and that is why I didn't film. It wasn't the best holiday. I definitely wouldn't go back to this specific hotel. I'd definitely go back to Greece, it's beautiful. But this specific hotel I wouldn't go back to. We did meet some nice people though, which was nice. I'm using the shade Canyon, just on top of that shade again, washing it over just to deepen it up, make it a bit more bronzy rather than peachy. That colour I used first was quite peachy. I'm just going to kind of layer until I'm happy with the base shade, then I'll deepen it all up. I'm also kind of winging it out. I want it to be quite smoky, because where my lashes are cat eye, I think it would look really nice. I mean, I wing out my eyeshadow 9 times out of 10 anyway, so I don't know why I'm saying because of my lashes, because I do it all the time anyway. The next I'm using the same brush, by the way, because I find that it blends a lot easier if I use the same brush. Obviously it's got all the pigment on it. The next shade I'm going to use is Cookie, I think. Yeah, I think I'll use Cookie. Don't know if that's going to be a bit too light. No, it's okay. But yeah, just I think this look is mainly about building eyeshadows on top of them and smoking out and stuff like that. Also, I think my camera is on a different setting, so if you like it, let me know. I didn't actually do it, but I can see something along the bottom of my screen which I don't normally see. I think this is quite a good makeup for beginners because you literally can just like blend and blend and blend and blend and it will look fine. I'm going to go in with the shade Pecan, this one here. Can't really see. I'm just going really lightly. I'm going to tap a lot of that off. I'm going to start up on the outer corner and work that into the crease. The Beauty Bay eyeshadows, by the way, so good and so well priced. Like, I don't know how much this is. I think it's like 23 maybe, 25. But the eyeshadows are incredible and you get so many. So many. Again, at this point I'm not too worried about the shape because I will go in with like a lighter brown and blend it all out. I'm just trying to get as much like depth as I can because I do want it to be quite smoky. Not like overly smoky, but smoky. I'm going to use this mirror here because it's a bit closer to my face and also you guys probably see a bit better as well. You see we're kind of getting that gradient on the eyes. This makeup would be really good for something like prom. I have my makeup very similar to this. I had a cut crease, which I'm not going to do because it is quite, not natural, but natural. It's like a natural smoky. But I had my eyeshadow very similar to this for prom, and I know a lot of proms are going on right now. I'm going to dip into the shade Cowboy. We're going a bit darker now. This is quite dark actually. I'm going to tap that on my outer corner and then blend it up into the crease again. I want quite a lot of definition on my outer corner just because again my lashes and it looks quite sexy. Just think it looks really nice. That makes your eyes look really flirty and, you know, fox eye kind of vibe. Starting to come together now. And don't worry about any of this, I will clean it up. I'm bringing that right across the front of my crease, but at the top to kind of open my eyes a bit more. What I want is very open at the front, but kind of like pull back, like facelift kind of vibe. I'm still using that same shade Cowboy. Now I'm going to get a clean brush, if I can find one. I'm going to use this really tiny brush. I'm going to dip back into the shade Cookie. I just want to soften the edge of where I put the brown. These eyeshadows are really easy to blend, like that is blended already. I don't know if I want to use a shimmer from this palette because this shade is really, really pretty. I might use this one. This is the shade Sparrow. I might use this to begin with and then use another one. I'm just going to lightly tap that across the top of my lid. Kind of like the way people were using Drip Drip. That looks very similar. I don't know if you can see that. It looks very similar, but kind of like a powder formula. I've yet to get my hands on Drip Drip and I'm actually so fuming because it's on TikTok Shop right now. And it's in stock and I know I've definitely missed it. I really, really like that. I'm just going to tap again over with this until I'm happy with the payoff of it. That is so pretty. Kind of feel like I'm about to go on the red carpet. This is really like glam. I'm gonna zoom you in so you can see the eyes. I'm just zooming you in so you can see the glitter on the eyes. When I look in the mirror, it looks different to when I look over there, but I just think it looks really pretty and the glitter kind of softens it up a bit. But now we're gonna do skin. My battery's flashing at me. I might have to put it on charge and come back. Oh my god, it's literally flashing red. I haven't even used it since. Let me put it on charge. I'll come back. I'm not gonna lie, it's about 2 hours later and I do need to go to bed soon, but we're just gonna finish off the skin and stuff. I'm just so mad that literally after this video all this stuff's gonna have to come off. But I had to charge my camera and it's still not even fully charged. But we're just gonna have to roll with it because I just don't have the time. I need to be in bed in like 2 hours and it's just not enough time in the day. I'm gonna go in with this primer that's running very low. This is the Figs and Rouge Satin Soft Blur and Primer and Finishing Fix. Really nice primer, quite liquidy but thick at the same time. But it goes on your skin like water, but it's really, really good, and it does give you like a matte effect on the skin. It does give you like a matte effect on the skin. Proper mattifies down. And just makes my makeup sit really nice. What I am going to do is take a makeup wipe and just clean up the underneath of my eyes. I am going to go back in once all my concealer's done and do the underneath of my eyes, but for now I just want to clean that line up. I don't want it incredibly smoky. I still like quite a sharp defined line, but I do want it to still be like smoky. I don't really know if that makes any sense, but I'm just cleaning up the edges like I normally would. That's a bit better. For foundation, I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury, what's this called? Hollywood Flawless Filter. Not a lot, I just want it under my skin just to bring through a little bit of that glow. I'm using this more as like a primer rather than a like foundation. I am going to put foundation on top just for that bit of extra coverage. My skin around my mouth right now and like on my chin is just really playing up, and anything I can do to eliminate that would be really helpful. So this doesn't really add coverage, but adds that like extra layer of makeup, like an extra barrier essentially. I'm going to use the Made by Mitchell brush in MF1, just blend that out and dab it into my skin. Again, this is essentially just for glow. Keep that healthy skin kind of look. I'm mostly tapping, sometimes I will swipe, but not a lot of swiping. More like a dabbing, pulling motion. You can see the glow that gives. It's incredible. The actual foundation I'm going to go in with is this, another one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. Don't know if it's going to be a bit too light for me. I don't want to use a crazy amount, but just a little bit. Just again for that coverage. Again, same brush, tapping and dragging. And then I'll go with a beauty blender at the end to soften it all up. I don't really have much to catch you guys up on. I got my grades from uni and I did very, very well this year, which I'm very proud of. I made it through. I have 1 year left to go, and I really just can't wait to finish. I love my degree and I love like what I'm doing, but it's just time. Also, I look so tired, and putting that foundation on has just made it 10 times worse. Just blending that all over my skin. As you can see, the glow is still very much there, which is what we want. I don't go underneath my eyes with my foundation, as I feel like too many layers makes my under eyes crease even more, and my under eyes already have a tendency to crease. I'm then going to spray my face with my Amelia Olivia Glow Milk. Trying not to get it on my eyelashes. And then what I'm going to do is just bounce that in with my sponge, the bottom, the flat part, as that will pick up any excess product, but also we're pressing the, what do you call this, setting spray into our foundation, which will give it that like lasting finish. They're very reflective, I do apologise. Really nice palette. It's like creams, so I'm going to use them. I'm going to use the same brush I used for my foundation, just tap it off a bit on my hand. I'm going to use the middle shade because the makeup on TikTok isn't actually that, it's not like heavy on the bronze, but there definitely is bronze. So I'm just going to go in with this. That was a bit too much. These are very pigmented, by the way. I don't want too much of a crazy bronze, just like a really light, like sun-kissed kind of glow. I'm just going to use that around the perimeters of my face, on my cheeks and my temples, and then a little bit on my nose. Nothing too much on my nose. I'm not going to contour as such, just to add a little bit of colour. And I'm also tapping that right into the corner of my eye to blend that in with my eyeshadow, you see? Any product that you think is too much, don't worry, because you can just, with your beauty sponge, tap over it and it'll all blend out. But this palette is just incredible. You see how that just gives you a glow, but not too much of a crazy bronze. I am just going to tap over with the other side of my beauty blender, just to soften it, because it wasn't like liney. Not that I believe that suits my face anyway, but just so it is all really, really seamless. You see the glow that gives. I always do go back at the end and kind of add more, but with powder, because you can be a bit more crazy with powder. The next step I'm going to do is my concealer, because I find that if I do, no, it's blush, nothing more could go wrong in this video. My camera, what do you call the SD card, just decided it was full, so that was great. Just had to delete some videos, but it's fine because some of them I didn't want to keep anyway. I don't know what shade this is. I believe it's, I don't remember which ones I got in the pack. It's peach, sugar and melon sorbet maybe, potentially, not too sure. But it's like a darker kind of peachy colour. It's not peach sugar, but I thought it's a bit more bronzier than my normal blush, so I'll use this. And I'm just going to use that as my blush. I'm going to go a bit crazy because we like blush around here. A bit on my forehead again, just to keep that bronziness with us. Brush I'm going to use is the Made by Mitchell MF4 brush, and I just tap this brush for this product. So good. I love it. That colour as well. Oh, it's just so nice. Every product I've tried from Made by Mitchell, which isn't a lot, admittedly. What is the word? Admittedly? I don't know. But either way, they've been incredible. And if this blush was what I used on holiday, I basically got a set. If you fly, I think it was EasyJet. Yeah, it was EasyJet. They have like a bundle, and it comes with a sponge and then peach sugar and melon sorbet. So I'm pretty sure that one's melon sorbet. But they're just so nice. I can't fault them. They blend out easily. I've seen TikToks where people are saying that other people say they don't blend out. I've never had that problem, like, ever, with any products. And I've got 4 of the blush bronzed, and I've literally never had a problem. So I don't know, maybe people let it sit for too long. I pretty much blend it out straight away. Concealer is the Rimmel the Multitasker concealer. Going quite light, but I'm not going to use too much. I've been kind of staying away from loads of concealer because I just don't think it ends up looking good on my skin. So I've been staying away from loads, even though that looks like loads, so I don't know what I'm waffling on about. I'm going to use this brush. This is the ME5. I'm just going to start tapping that out and proper like pushing it in to where I want it to be, because I look quite tired. I need to like disguise all the blue underneath my eye. Also, this allows for like a blank canvas when we start applying the eyeshadows underneath the eye. This concealer, by the way, so full coverage. I've heard it's a brilliant dupe for the, I think it's the Sharp face shape, I don't know, whatever that one is, the Tarte one. I'm just blending that out, and then I'm going to use a sponge over the top just to make sure we've got rid of any excess product. If you get too much in the inner corner, just tap it out. I really like a bright inner corner, so my eyes look really open, but for the most part I just blend it with my finger and it looks really nice. And then back in with my cocoa sponge and just tap the rest out. I have noticed this does dry quite quickly, but it's got a really good coverage. See, that's drying already. I'm not putting my middle finger up, by the way. Use my other finger. Yeah, it dries very quickly, so work quite fast if you can. Don't let it sit. You know, some people like let their concealer sit. Wouldn't advise it with this. I don't know if mine's just drying out because I haven't got much left or what, but I would blend it out quickly. Some concealers do that, but it means it's good because it means it's going to last. I'm just going to go and tap underneath my eyes with my fingers just to make sure there's no like lumps where it's like clotted together. Love that concealer. Love it. I'm not too bothered about it drying quickly. Doesn't really bother me because I can work quite quickly, and you can, like, it did dry and I could like get rid of it, so I'm really not too fussed. It's a great concealer. For powder I'm using my mini Laura Mercier because I don't have a big one right now, so I'm going to use that. I'm not going to use too much powder. I'm only going to use it in the places I really need it because I do want this to be quite glowy, as I keep saying. So I'm going to set under my eyes like I normally would, right into that inner corner because I do not want that to move. I'm using the mini trigger so I can get right into the little places I want to get into. I can do that with the big one, but I feel like I cover a larger surface area with the big one, and I just want to cover the places that I want to be covered. Also, look at the difference. I look airbrushed. I don't know if it's the powder, I don't know if it's the puff, I don't know if it's both, but whatever it is, I'm not getting rid of it anytime soon. As I put it, are kind of the places that look too kind of glowy. So like around my mouth I get this line and I don't really like it. And I don't really like oiliness on my chin either, around my nose and the centre of my forehead. I like the little bit in between my eyebrows, but not in the centre of my forehead. It just makes me look too greasy. I am a bit of an oily gal. Bit of a combination, like oily to normal. But yeah. Look how flawless. We're coming together now. We're coming together. I'm gonna finish off under my eyes before I go in and start messing things up. Not messing things up, but doing the rest of my face, because I feel like once the eyes are done I can kind of see how I want the rest of my makeup to go. I'm gonna go in with the shade Pecan that we used before, the darker shade, on a really, really small brush and a really, really light hand. Hold it right at the end and just blend. Do you see? Not too smoky, but still smoky. I'm going right and into the inner corner and right out to the outer part of the lash. I'm gonna add a bit more. I want it a bit more smoky. I think I want a bit more shimmer on my lid, so I'm going back in with that shade Sparrow and just tapping that on my eye. And I want it above my crease to open my eye. Yeah, that's better. That was a bit too much. Just buff it away. Oh, that is so stunning. Look at my eyes. Crazy. I'm gonna finish off skin now. Got a handful of glittery stuff. Off skin, do lips, and then we'll be done. Oh, eyebrows, but I don't really have any eyebrow products right now. Bronzer I'm gonna go in with is the Vive Modern Bronzer. This is in the medium one. I'm gonna use a really light hand. As I said, the pictures and videos I've seen have been fairly like natural, like bronzy, but natural bronzy. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit just to kind of like set that cream contour, because I'm kind of happy with the payoff. I just don't want it to budge now. Just go a little bit on the nose and then a little bit on the forehead. I'm being quite messy because I kind of want it like all over bronze. I don't want it just in specific areas. I want like bronze face. For blush, I'm going in again with Vive in Cherub. It's pink, but you can kind of get like a light colour payoff with it, just so it's a bit, yeah, I don't say anymore. Her products, stunning. I do want a bit more pinky than some of the videos have been. A little bit on the nose, sun-kissed, you know. This is a perfect like summer glam. I'm on holiday and I'm going out and I'm glowing because I've been in the sun all day. I don't typically add highlight, but I'm really feeling it for this look, so I'm going to use the Iconic London Light and Glow Duo. Doesn't have a shade, but I'm going to use the like highlight, the lighter highlight, this one. Just on like the tops of my cheeks, not going to bring it forward too much. Just so like when I turn you see it, but when I'm like face on you don't. Do you see? Straight on you don't see, to the side glow. A little bit on the tip of my nose and like this bit, the little bridge, and then a little bit above my eyebrow. It gives that like glass skin effect. I'm gonna go off camera and try fix my brows, then I'll come back, we'll set the face and do lips. Have the most perfect lip combo in mind for this look, and whether it plays itself out is a different story. But I'm going to use the Beauty Bay lip liner in the shade Vinted. Now it's quite blunt, but I want it blunt because I don't want it to be a sharp line. I just want that like shadow rather than a line. I'm using it very, very softly. I'm just going to smudge it in with my fingers, just so again it's not too harsh. Then the lip gloss that I had in mind for this look is this lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Amber, Burnt Orange. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel it? I feel it. I feel it. It's like a browny, pinky, burnt kind of lip gloss. I'm just going to tap that into the lip liner. And then I'm going to go back in with the lip liner. Don't know where I put it, that's here. And just define the edges of my lips like the Cupid's bow. And the underneath, just to give like a poutier look. Not that I pout, but yes, you know what I mean. I've got one more product that's going to finish this look completely. Final product I'm going to be using is this MAC lip gloss. It's gold and it's got glitter in it. How perfect. I'm going to use it on my finger. Actually, I'm going to get a brush. Actually, no, I'm going to use my finger. I just want that in the centre of my lip, just to give that like glittery lip effect. And this lip gloss is beautiful. I'm going to take a bit on here. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? That is all for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye, guys.